Alright, so electrolyzer. I think we got everything. Yep. Electrolyzer. Although we don't have any more cable. Okay, so our cable. How am I going to do this? I need to. Well, I guess I don't need it yet. So let me move this. Oh. There we go. I'll throw my electrolyzer down. Alright, so this GUI changed a bit. So it has 3 slots for liquid as opposed to the original 1. So I need... Alright, I may need some cable here. Alright, that's enough cable. That's enough tin. Alright, so question is, how do I want to do this? I think I'll probably put the battery buffer right here, maybe. Have it coming out. Yeah, but first I need to... it depends how many... Do I want 8? I'm not sure which wire I want to use. I do have 16 slots, so I will eventually have 16 batteries coming out of this. How's it going, Rainbow Potato? But I'm not quite ready to do... I don't have enough cobalt to do huge lines yet. So I'm eventually going to need this one. 16. Oh, no, not that. Is it cable? What's it called? Yeah, here we go. Cobalt cable, I think it's called. Cobalt cable. There we go. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 8. So I'm gonna eventually. I might as well just use 8 times cobalt cable. I can do this, right? Yeah. Alright, so I do the 4x4 with the 4 carpet, and then I will add, you put those two together. That's how you make that. So I have 18. Do I have enough carpet? Yeah. String, yeah. Alright, so I'll just do that for now. And then it's like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. These two together. Alright. So that all that cobalt, I only got 2. So I'm definitely going to need to farm up some more cobalt for the cobalt wires. But for now, I'm just going to place this at the end. So you can tell it's so much bigger than the other ones. But that should power this. Yeah, it's got power. So I need salt to get the sodium. Is this salt? I think that's salt. I can't do that yet. I'll just have to smelt this. And I'll just throw it in there. No, it's not too difficult to get. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the salt will go in the electrolyzer. Ooh, and that uses up a whole lot of energy. Which luckily, this means it's not getting enough energy. But I'm not losing progress on it, which is actually makes this a bit easier, because originally it wouldn't complete. Old Gregtech, it wouldn't complete if you didn't have enough energy. This just looks like it's slowed down a bit. Alright, so this is kind of what we're working on anyway. So that's going to take a minute. Let's see. So I can't use this, can't do that. Do that, can't do that. Yeah, the only way I can get sodium is this. So this is 30 EU per tick, but it needs 6720. So that is a lot. Now these are automatic output buttons. I guess it doesn't say what they are, but that's what they are. If I want to output automatically to the right, or like up. I could put like a tank up there. Alright, but this... where did I put my battery hole? Right there. So sodium, battery, this will put it in the batteries. There we go, small sodium battery. Now, question is, how am I going to do this? Is there anything underneath there? No. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to... I'm not sure if this will work. I think I can have it coming there. I wanted to do that so I can get underneath. Although that's not... That might work. Okay, so here's the battery buffer. I'll place the battery buffer down. So this is the output. This thing should be filling up. This has an internal battery. Storage. There we go. So that's filling up this battery, 50,000 EU. So this is using steam, turning it into EU, filling up the battery. It's keeping up, it looks like. Well, this is going down quite fast. So once this goes down, this is going to start going down. So yeah, definitely not producing that much steam. This is using more steam than I am producing. So that's why I was thinking maybe connecting all my steam. So this is also, or I could just do, I do have silver now, so I can make solar boilers. Maybe I'll do that. This is easy enough to make, just some bronze silver plates. Now these are quite easy to make now, since I got the bending machine. So maybe I'll make like 4 or 6 of these, maybe. I don't know. The only problem with these is it's raining right now, so they wouldn't be working. Alright, but anyway. Now I think that if you shift click it in the middle, it should put the output down here, but it doesn't update. So place a block and it should update. There we go. So that's the output. So any of the smooth sides are the inputs for this battery buffer. There we go, and yep. Now this battery buffer has a internal buffer as well, I think. It doesn't show. But what I wanted to do, since this thing uses a whole lot of energy, I'm going to switch these around. This doesn't use very much. So I'm going to put this here. I use this a lot. I don't use the canning machine very much, so I can probably actually I feel like I'm going to keep moving this stuff. Okay. So that. This will actually be okay, because these will never have more than 2 amps. There's only 2 machines. But eventually I'm going to replace everything with the bigger wire, I think. Alright. So sodium here. So I get, this will give me 32. This will give me 30, and that will be 15 more batteries. Alright. So now this is using, the battery is sending 1 amp into here. Yep, so we're not running out of, it doesn't look like the energy is going down. This is using the steam, but this thing is probably going through steam. Yep, there we go. So now we're starting to lose steam here. So this has used up this internal buffer. Once it uses this internal buffer, then it'll use this internal buffer, and then we'll start going down with sodium. The batteries will start draining. Yeah. Alright. So for now, not too shabby. I do need more, if I want to make batteries, I do need more lead. Unfortunately, I'm really short on lead. Which only comes from steel mesh. Actually, I'm curious. Electric sieve. No. Conveyor module is the next thing. So I'm going to need to get rubber. So I'm going to need to melt down rubber and then solidify it to get this rubber sheets, and to get rubber, raw rubber pulp and sulfur will give me, I think that's 9 bars of rubber, I think. To get raw rubber pulp is an extractor with sticky resin. So way down the rabbit hole with that. So that one is going to be, where's the conveyor? I don't see the conveyor belt anywhere on here. Rubber. So yeah, it's going to go down this. This is how we get. Yeah, fluid solidifier, basic chemical reactor to get rubber. Alright, so let me figure out what I'm going to do here, what machines I'm going to make next. Okay, so I think I have everything I need for the, let's try the fluid solidifier first. Alright, so what are we missing? And I just realized I don't have the... Am I out of wood? I'm going to start making stuff out of steel, I think. Probably. Last longer. Okay, so there's the chest. Alright, so this... I'm actually going to do 2 of those. 2 of those. So there's the LV machine holes. So pumps, the rotor, file, and the screwdriver. So there's the screwdriver. Oh, my file did break. Let me go make another file. Just needs 2 of those and a stick. If I remember correctly. Alright, so steel file, that has 512. There's one. It's a bit annoying it doesn't put all 3 in. Like, doesn't put the whole stack in. You gotta do it separately, but... Okay, so there's the rotors that I'm gonna need. Now I need 2 of these. Ah, medium bronze. So I need 2 of these. So I was a little off on the all the items that I had. I leave the screwdriver. I did. Alright, what about the chemical reactor? This I might have everything. Yeah. Alright, so there's the chemical reactor. And once these go through, we should have the fluid reactor. Now, I could do on top even. Why don't I do that? Alright, so I'll put that up there. So now that's going along that line. And I'm actually going to have this auto outputting. So shift right click on that center square. Fortunately, it's not updating. No, that's not what I want. I want this on the... There we go. So just right click. Shift right click will turn the whole machine. The right click will put it there. Alright. So fluid solidifier. This bending thing. Is that it? It's a small one. Alright, so there's those 2. Pumps. 2 pumps. And there we go. Fluid solidifier. Alright, so there's that. Artificial rubber. What is that? I thought this would be like that, but apparently this isn't. Alright, so becoming raw rubber from slime balls or sticky resin and sulfur, you're able to make molten rubber. The solidifier, you can cast it at any usable shape you want. So I need 9 rubber pulp. Sticky resin. Extractor, I think it was? Yeah, so let's do 3. Just for now, we'll do 3 at once. In the extractor. Is this still burning? Ooh, that is out. I know this is a bit of a waste, but I really need to get this organized, which I'll probably do. We'll work on this next, maybe. So Exertus, salt, barite. I don't know if barite have a... Rock salt I have a thing for, cinnabar I do. Cassiterite I do. Quartzite I do. Apatite. I think I do. I really should just have all these like in a vanadium barite. Holy cow, this is a lot of stuff. Alright, anyway, I need to... Yeah, the problem is it's just... Here, let me just... Silver I do need 10. There's my lead. Gold, I don't know if I'm going to do gold yet. Alright, so let me just... Not worry about that for now. I totally forgot what I was doing. Holy cow. Okay, so I have my fluid solidifier. Oh, I was getting the pulp, that's right. Alright, so this is going to auto output to the right. The fluid solidifier there. Now this... It's not great. Now this also is full of chlorine, so it's stopped. So I'm going to do auto output on top. No, it's not going in there yet, but if you do that, it'll auto output on the whatever that square thing is. So there we go. That will fill this up with chlorine, because chlorine is useful later. I don't want to get rid of it, so I'll probably just keep filling up steel drums with this stuff and storing them. Now this, so you're going to auto output fluid, this is items, to the right. Now I need raw rubber pulp, except I need sulfur. Do I have any sulfur? And the answer is probably no. Alright, so you're going to get it from another rack. 16% chance. Alright, looks like the only way you can get sulfur is from crush another rack. In a string mesh. Oh boy. Alright, I definitely want to get this electric sieve next as well. Because then I can have multiple ones with one little string as opposed to a whole array of them. I can have like one string, one tin alloy one, and just have them going constantly. But to get that, I need rubber sheets. So maybe that'll be after I finish this up. Okay. But I need to get some netherrack here. And I don't have any lava either. Okay, so I'm gonna... Let me get some lava, maybe a tank of lava. And we'll get some netherrack and I'll sift for some sulfur. Alright, so if you put the... Yeah, this is right. So if you put the stone barrel with lava, right click it with a redstone, you get lava rack, netherrack. I'm going to put the netherrack down here. Light this on fire. And place the crucible over this. Just get rid of that. And then that should be, yeah, that's 8 times, I think it said. Yeah. Fire 8 times, torch 2, lava is both 6. I think it's a full heat source and then a running heat source, I think. Or flowing lava is less, I think. But anyway. Alright, so that's 8 times. But it's still going to take me a little while to fill this stuff up, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll melt this down. I could actually borrow this. This is my clay, so I have lots of clay. I forgot what I needed the clay for. I was gonna make something with the clay. I had an idea and I don't remember why I needed all the clay. Okay, so that, just do that. Alright, so that will fill that up. Now, liquid hoppers are a thing. I don't know if they can go on the side though. If they could go on the side facing that way. Should we try? Iron plate. Steel tank. Well, that looks weird. So glass, 4 steel plates. Wow, this is like really easy actually. Alright, so yeah, we have used up all the steam. It's being totally drained into this thing. Alright, so we're at a point where we're not producing enough EU to progress the progress. So let's take that out. Now it's going to keep doing this. This is a good It's gonna keep doing the process until it finishes. So we're basically in like a never-ending loop here. So I'm gonna need a soft mallet. Ah, I can't turn it off until I make rubber, which is what I'm working on. Shoot. All right. It's Teflon, isn't it? Polytetrafluorine ethylene. I think that's Teflon. So yeah. So I can't turn the machine off yet. So I'm just gonna have to break it. Otherwise, it's just draining energy before I can make it. Yep, and that's empty. Okay, so yeah. Gotta be careful with how much you're using here. So we're a little bit, now we're not getting enough to do this. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of in a Fortunately, by breaking this, I'm losing the item in it, because it does consume the item. But I need it to do that. It was using too much. Alright. So I did lose one steel ingot there. How much EU does this use though? Steel plates and the metal bender, 15. So I need 4. That should be good. Yeah, so we're good. Yep. So it's draining it, but we have enough. We have plenty left over. Alright. So steel plates, and then I need the glass. Which I don't have, but I have 4 sand. I'm not very organized here. Alright, hopper. And I need 5 iron plates. I have 4 over here, so that actually works. I definitely need to get more steam. That is another bottleneck I have right now. So probably work on getting solar boilers. I think will probably be my next kind of project, I think. We'll see. Alright, so there's this liquid hopper. It's a hopper which can use to transfer liquids. It is omnidirectional. Apart from transferring liquids from one tank to another, liquid hopper will also try to empty any liquid container, like a bucket, lying at the input side. Likewise, it'll try to fill any liquid container at the output side. So let's see how this works. Can I put it right there? That is the opposite direction that I want it to go. Can I flip this around? I need to flip this. So probably that way. There we go. So it's filling that up. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I do need to get my netherrack. So I'm going to sift a bunch of netherrack. I'll probably get, yeah, the rest of this. So this is going to take a while, I think. So. Yep. Alright. Oops, I forgot to get that. Alright, so sifting netherrack. And I need to do string mesh, right? So this blue topaz, don't need that. 1% chance for cobaltite. So 16% chance string mesh. Hopefully, I mean I only need one right now. So hopefully this will, with the amount of netherrack I had, I should get one sulfur at least. Alright, so I got 4. And I use this, I smelt it down, which I figured. Alright, so I smelt this down. Add it to this. There we go. We're good, that's full. That's full. Alright, so this isn't exactly the fastest machine in the world, but it should make it. It'll drop it over here and then push it automatically because I have the auto output on. So let's see. 95. It should end up in here. There we go. So I have 1296. I think that's 9. Is that right? 9 times 144 millibuckets. I don't know. So first things first though is we need to make an ingot mold, I believe. Yeah, rubber bar. So I need a mold, ingot or mold. I need the ingot one. So ingot mold, which is just this empty plate with a hammer. So I need 4 of these. And I'm starting to run low on steel here. I've been using it so much. No, actually it's not as bad as I thought. So 4 steel plates, ingot mold. There's that. Ingots. And then I should put the thing in there, and there we go. So we got some rubber. Yeah, and it is 9. Rubber. Alright, and I was using this test earlier, that's why this quest is already complete. Simply used for crafting a few elven machines. Alright, so I need to make some of this. And chemical bath I definitely want. So I can make paper easier. Alright, but that will be for next episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good night.